Hello!
Hey!
And welcome to After Show Party, the party that everyone needs to tune into.
Yes.
I'm Sam, Jane.
Hello, hello, hello.
And today we've got a special guest. Introduce yourself for those who don't know who you are, Abbie.
Hi, I'm Abbie Heppe. I'm the community manager for Respawn Entertainment and Titanfall.
Cool.
And I've just been playing GTA for the first time over here, which is like my
Let me take
fantasy
this.
of like ramming into other cars in Los Angeles where I live and driving really fast there.
Obviously.
Yeah,
which
of course.
is what you naturally do anyway.
Your
when you live
hometown of LA.
Yeah,
right?
well, I mean, it's like I sit in traffic there so much, so it's like my fantasy is just slamming repeatedly into that. I probably shouldn't be telling people this.
All open roads now.
It is awesome. The thing is, I've only been to LA a few times, but I just drive around and go, I've been there before.
Yep,
like,
totally
I've
an
had a really
accurate
bad night
simulation.
around over there. It all makes sense. So it's the first time, obviously, Titanfall's been hands-on in the UK for the public. How have you found like people coming along and playing it?
Oh, it's been so awesome. I mean, especially like being a community manager to like go out and meet fans here and talk to people and hear their impressions after playing. It's awesome. And it's been really positive. I wish we had more stations so we could get people through faster. I hate seeing people queue.
Well, we're good at queue.
You've got some of the biggest queues, I think, at Eurogamer.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Good and bad, yeah.
Yeah, it's good and bad.
So for the three people out there who don't know what Titanfall is, I think we have a trailer. I think we've got the E3 reveal trailer that we'll run.
Cool.
And stuff blows up, which is always a good thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of explosions.
Not explosions.
Our effects team just has a blast.
Literally. So
I should have been here. They're going to call us marauders, terrorists, or worse. I'm sorry. I promised you I'd never get back in one of those damn machines again. If you're looking down, I hope you understand. We left everything behind. Hell, getting here was just the beginning. You said it would be tough to start over, but I didn't listen. You said more would follow. I thought they'd leave us alone. I was wrong. But there's no turning back. This is our land. This is our land. And I will fight for it.
The fleet's counting on you.
I don't know if there's any honor left on the frontier. I don't know if there ever was. I just know I'm gonna make them pay.
So that's Titanfall. Wow, stuff goes off. Well, the magic thing about the game is that you've kind of got, I know, infantry, and then obviously you got the Titans and stuff. So how difficult has that been to kind of show that actually being on the ground as infantry is really strong in comparison to being in
Well, I
Titan?
mean, there's like the infantry, which is the AI in the game, which are, definitely not as tough as you. You're a pilot, sort of elite soldier. It's true. It's tough to balance because you're balancing not only for the kind of crazy movement, but also for scale and building maps that are very large and smaller maps within them, basically, so the pilots can get around and escape. Our design team is meticulous, and as a studio, we play all the time. So we're constantly getting feedback saying, this feels right, this doesn't feel right. That's how you balance. And I'm a community manager, so everybody's gonna yell at me, and I don't want to get yelled at a lot by people on the internet.
Because you played it first at Gamescom, didn't you?
did.
Like, I think that was the first thing you said you saw, and I remember you coming back and being like, you have to play Titanfall.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it looks good, but it plays beautifully. And I don't think you fully grasp how new and exciting the game is until you've actually gotten your hands on it, because it feels so great. The double jumps and the wall running feel amazing, and I think what must be especially difficult is the wall running demands these quite narrow alleys, but the Titans need a lot of space to get around in as well.
Yeah,
so you've got
well, the
to
double
manage
jump
both
helps
of
with
them.
that too, you
Yes,
know,
of
because
course,
then you
yeah.
can, you know, the cool is you can like turn corners with it because your double jump resets every time you hit a wall. So, I mean, you can really just chain it together and you pick up speed and momentum as you do it. So you can kind of like get over these ever larger distances and gaps, because, you know, obviously we have some levels that are quite different than the one that we're showing here. So this one's really great for people who are new to the game to sort of learn the basic mechanics.
Yeah, and it's no mean feat doing free running in first person. We saw in Mirror's Edge people getting like nausea and motion sickness. But I hear that you guys are really big on fast prototyping and getting people to try it and taking feedback into account and just working and reworking. And stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, one of those things you're not confined to sort of corridors. So you're building your own paths, and it makes it sort of easier to deal with the motion sickness. I haven't heard anybody complain about it yet. So you know,
The worst part of any game, being sick while you're playing it, obviously.
yeah, no, we definitely don't want players to be sick while playing the game. It's
Pre-order
just one of
bonus
those,
sick
like,
bag.
yeah.
Then you have to have Disneyland style buckets of like sawdust
Yeah.
behind the stand.
Oh God, no, really. It's great to hear that it's not making people vomit. Thanks. Yeah.
That's positive feedback.
That's what we've got.
Speaking of feedback,
Speaking of feedback,
feedback.
the world of the internet has died for me right now, but you
Oh.
can comment. I'm sure there are comments, not just a
Yeah,
blank.
no, it's really hard
Yeah.
to get reception.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
amazing.
technology shows are like the hardest place to get technology to work. It's
Exactly.
incredible.
Absolutely brilliant. But you can tweet us hashtag #AfterShowEG, and we'll get your questions.
And you'll
read out.
actually see it after the show.
And I will, yeah. I'll see it in a few hours' time, and we'll answer it then. But I think one interesting thing for me was at Gamescom was because it was the first time there was like a good 6 minutes of gameplay, and like obviously you've styled it so you're running through this map and you're jumping off the walls and you're doing a 180 turn, and everyone's going, oh no way is that possible, but actually playing
It's a real
it,
run. Yeah, no, that's actually real people playing
Yeah.
the game. That's a legit run that if you were that good, you could do.
And we say earlier about the double jump, like played it enough now that actually there's like the triple jump. You jump twice and then you like
Right,
give it a
you
little
hit
leg.
a wall, then
Yeah.
you can keep going, and like, you know, it's funny, especially watching people play for the first time. You watch everybody, you know, duck behind cover, pop out, shoot one of the AI guys, run behind the next piece of cover, and play it very linear. And when you watch us play, like the first thing we do is like immediately jump to the walls and roofs and go crazy and start running to the other side. It's just sort of like breaking people out of habits they've been taught by years and years of playing games that are much more, you know, on the ground.
Now, as we get taken off
She
air,
asked politely.
she really did.
Okay.
She asked for gamers earlier. I love the gamers, please leave. It's just lovely. The one thing I really get with Titanfall is obviously, you know, the guys who made a little game called Call of Duty are kind of working on this,
Heard of it.
This little game. No one plays it anymore. Essentially, when Call of Duty 4 came out, there was everyone got this buzz of playing Call of Duty. It was like, wow, this is the next big thing. And with Titanfall, I think there's a part of me that played it and was just like, wow. Do you know, it's exciting. It's good and it feels really, really good to be excited again about a shooter, which we're so used to. I don't know about you, Jane, but like, you know,
there's definitely fatigue.
Yeah,
I think,
completely,
with
yes.
military shooters, modern military shooters, shall we say? Yeah. So to have something that everyone is so excited about is rejuvenating. I mean, now on top of the new consoles as well. It must be a good place to be.
Yeah, I mean, we're lucky in a way. I mean, like, new studio, new IP, we own our own IP, which is awesome. And really, like, the crazy thing though is when you start from scratch, you have a lot of possibilities, and then to like narrow that down into, you know, okay, so what actually are we going to make? I mean, that was the hardest thing for the studio, like, what are we going to make? And it's tough. I mean, it doesn't sound like it should be. You should be like, well, you should have millions of ideas. And that's the problem. So
Should have a
scaling
gun
that
that
down,
flies
and then, you know, like, I remember the game when it wasn't Titanfall, you know, and it was like the prototyping that the designers were doing, and the crazy concept art that the art team is doing, and like, it's kind of been amazing to be along with the project the whole way, and then see where it is now, you know, compared to where it was like 2 years ago.
I can imagine having that just complete carte blanche is actually paralyzing.
Yeah, it's really
almost.
scary. Yeah.
So we did a bit of a scientific experiment earlier. Well, very scientific, let's be honest. I took Eurogamer's Ian Higton out to see your 3 hours to play your game. So it better be good, this thing.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure.
That's a lot of, so we spoke to some people in the queue, and we kind of saw what they thought about it.
Okay.
Hi, I'm here, stood next to the biggest queue at Eurogamer Expo. It's for Titanfall. People are queuing for over 2 hours to enter here. Hello there, sir. You are the very last person in the queue at the moment. You're facing a 2-hour-long queue to play Titanfall. How does that make you feel?
I'm going to say, well, I'm excited for one, because Titanfall is one of the biggest games I'm looking forward to seeing come out, without a doubt.
Have you brought anything to keep yourself occupied in the queue?
No.
No? No 3DS or...
With my friend.
You're with your friend, so
it's about
at
that.
least you've got some conversation then.
Yeah.
So what do you know about Titanfall then?
Well, I've seen a lot of the gameplay. Like, for one, it's like one of the best sort of genres that I've been looking for. I mean, I love the sci-fi, I love all the post-apocalyptic, I love the mechs, all the jumping in and out of the mechs, the fact that you don't have to be in the vehicles, you can go single, you can just run around and you can take out the mechs yourself, which is incredible. And as far as I've heard from the gameplay and everything lately, it's going to blow every other game out of the water for the rest of the year.
So I've managed to make it to the front of the queue by pushing in, and these are the guys right at the front, and they are going to be playing in the next session of Titanfall. Now guys, how long have you been queuing to get here?
3.5 hours.
3.5 hours, wow. What did you do to pass the time?
Be very bored and maybe read some Deadpool on my comic.
Okay, so have any of you guys actually played Titanfall yet, or it's the first time?
First time.
So what have you heard about Titanfall? What are you most looking forward to about the game when you get to play it?
I think more like the gunplay physics, because it's from the same developers from the Call of Duty franchise, obviously. From Modern Warfare 1, which is arguably like the best Call of Duty.
And the strafe jumping.
Yeah, like the air
across
mobility of this with like the gunplay of Call of Duty just sounds alright. Like,
what about the mechs? You excited in getting in a mech and running around?
Who doesn't like giant mechs? Like, do you know what I mean?
The one thing I want to see if I can try and do is trap someone, get the mech underneath them, get a nice big splat.
Okay, so I've walked forward a little bit to the middle of the queue, and I'm speaking to this gentleman here. How long have you been queuing for?
Oh, let's see. I don't know, about an hour. It's tempting, just.
Well, I've heard that people at the front of the queue have been queuing up to 3 hours to get through. How does that make you feel that you've got maybe double the time you've already spent left?
Yay!
You know, there's very few games that have got the good shooter, futuristic, giant mech aspects done well.
This actually kind of looks like they've sorted it all and evened it out perfectly. From what I've seen, it looks quite good and can be quite difficult and crazy.
What's the first thing you're going to do when you play the game?
What's the first thing?
Try and get a Titan, probably. But I imagine that won't do well, so I'll probably die. My aim is to not die for the first 10 minutes. If I can just survive the 10 minutes, no, not even 10 minutes, 2 minutes. 2 minutes of surviving, that is the first idea I've got.
So here I am with a young man whose wait is over. He's finally played Titanfall. Sir, what did you think of the game?
The game's absolutely amazing. I can't actually wait for it. Spring 2014 is just too long of a wait, so I can't wait for it to come out. Really going to be the best game on the Xbox when it comes out, Xbox 360 and the PC.
Definitely worth the wait.
Definitely worth the
What was
wait.
your favourite part of the gameplay experience?
I'd have to say all of it was really good. The Titans worked really well, the pilots worked really well. The classes were great, really balanced as well. And the Titans were just absolutely amazing, especially the battle rifle one where you could actually hold the bullets in your hand and take them out. It was just absolutely amazing.
Awesome. So would you say that this was your game of the Expo?
Yeah, this is the only game I've played so far, 2.5 hour wait, and the best game ever, to be honest with you. Battlefield 4, all of them, don't really mind those as such, but with it being 2014, it was the best game I've played, and well worth the wait.
Cool. So, as you can see, judging by the 4 people we've spoken to, the long queue for Titanfall is well worth the wait. Anyway, back to you guys in the studio, unless I'm there with you, and then it's back to me and you guys in the studio.
So there's a few happy people. There's one man who essentially thinks he just played the best game ever, which is that is a box quote right there.
That's excellent. Yeah, he was. I mean, he had all my lines. He was like, "Well, it's spring 2014 for 360, you know, and Xbox One and PC." It's like, awesome. Thanks.
I think I think he had the reaction I had when I played it. I was just kind of like,
Yeah,
I don't really know what happened, but I liked it.
So you played it for the first time at Gamescom as
Yeah.
well, and in fact, I think you put us onto Titanfall. I
Yes,
think you were the first to play it.
Yeah.
Patient zero.
It was
Yeah.
ridiculous. I played it and then snuck back in the evening to play more. And I think you were there and you were playing.
I've been on the road with this game for so long.
So like the other team was just all the developers. So I was like, what am I doing? Oh, I turned around and this is, oh, okay, I'm playing against half of Respawn. So
Yeah, that was a time when we actually got to like let loose and play how we really play. Because we were so reserved when we
Obviously,
jumped
you
into
see
the
me.
game, like, oh yeah, I'm dying. Yeah, you totally killed me. And then like, when you play the game as much as we do, though, there would be no excuse to be really embarrassing if we were terrible. You were playing against our QA lead and our producer and me.
Okay.
So, yeah.
You know, I handled myself. So we have had some, the comments are back now. I like it when that happens. So we've had a comment in, which I've now lost due to, from
Find a new one.
Green Day Tom D is back.
Good man, welcome back.
Welcome back. So how is the storyline integrated into multiplayer gameplay, he asked?
Sure. So what we're showing has been campaign multiplayer, which, I mean, we have more traditional modes if you just want to hop in, kill things with your buddies. But the way that it works with the campaign multiplayer, obviously you play from both sides, and there's a structure to each mission, a story bit that goes with each one, and then when you finish one, you'll get in, you'll play from the other side as well, and you can quit out once you're finished the match at any time, come back and start where you left off. And we have characters that will be with you the whole time. They're the ones that pop up in the VDUs that sort of talk you through it, and bits of sort of context scattered throughout each one of the levels. We'll be talking more about the story as we go through. At this point, we're focusing more on getting people to actually like play and go. So we got which was like people heard mech game, especially when stuff leaked before E3, and we're sort of like, really? That's what you guys are doing? We're like, no, swear, please. You'll like
the future.
Yeah. So yeah, you'll meet all the characters in the game. You'll find out more about them, and then each map has a different mission and then a different perspective from the IMC and MCore sides.
Because actually, it was the first time today I played it from the other side, which I said to you is like, is that bloke South African or is that just a guy doing a really bad English accent or something? But it was good.
Thank you for just insulting all of the South African people.
I think I just come out of watching Elysium, so like every single South African voice is stuck in my head. But I love the fact that you can essentially play this twice, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, and then hopefully throughout all the other modes in the game, like way more than that.
You mentioned each map has its own mission, and we've seen, like you say, the map you're bringing to shows is one that plays well for people who haven't tried Titanfall before. I wonder, how much can you talk about the variety of maps?
Sure. So we showed Fracture at E3. That one much more open, a lot more sort of underground pathways, and great to show off the cloaking ability of the pilots because you have to traverse these sort of open areas. You have to time it a little bit more carefully. And if you look in the trailer that you guys showed at the beginning of the show, there's hints at some of the
should have been here.
Game. You saw the one with all the
They're going to call us marauders.
And
terrorists.
Don't want to give it. I'm trying to think which ones are in there now. I've seen it like how many times. But yeah, I mean the cool thing about working in sci-fi is like we can go anywhere we want and create our own world. No, I really love her. This is great.
She really wants us out of here.
She really wants us out. Like every good after party, they the police come in and try and break it down.
Eventually, the politeness will wear away, and she's going, "Get out!
Get out now!"
Maybe they'll do the pub thing where they flick the lights on and off.
Yeah. Play closing time. Naturally.
Only it takes all the cameras out with them, and this is a really short live stream.
Yeah. So if we cut out, that's what's going on. She's come and pulled the plug on the cameras. Yeah.
So,
and murdered us all.
How many people have kind of after playing it? What do they say to you immediately? Obviously, we saw a stunned man there. That seems like the kind of reaction of everyone. By this point.
Yeah, we've gotten some like super excited. Like one guy when we were talking was just like shaking. That one was really funny. Yeah, it's been really positive, which is awesome. It's super exciting, especially like with new IP and like to have people be so aware of it and so excited. It's so cool. Like I keep writing back to everybody at home at the studio who's like working super hard, to get all the stuff in the game, and it's so inspiring for them to hear that from fans. I think it's like what pushes you that extra mile to to finish and make everything as great as it can be.
It must be cool because you're only showing like one hands-on demo, right? And you've gone around the world with it, and now there's plenty more. There's plenty more in this game.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, it's super exciting. I mean, I've been on the road for like 5 or 6 weeks with this, and the response everywhere has been awesome. But, like bringing it to Japan was super cool because like bringing a game with like essentially mechs in it is like okay, this could go horribly wrong here, or other and if you guys love it, it's like giant compliment.
What did they make of the mechs over there?
We got so many compliments. It was really cool. We brought our one that has the arm that reaches out, and it was super funny because they have like the booth models there, and they were just like, look at the, it was really funny.
Here's a giant mech.
Here's a beautiful mech.
Yeah, because like you say, if you're going to do mechs, if you can, yeah, definitely. They're kind of big over there.
Yeah, just a little bit. In fact, truly big. I went to see like the giant Gundam while I was there. It was like super cool. It's way bigger than
that's how you get around in Japan.
Yeah.
There they were like, things everywhere.
But I mean, with Pacific Rim out this year as well. Like mechs black, I guess.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, that's so funny. When we saw it, we were like, is there some sort of collective consciousness going on for like mechs, giant things? I don't know. It was pretty cool. We all want as a studio to see it.
Please tell me you've got bumper stickers that my other car is a mech. That sort of.
Oh, my other car is a Titan one.
Yeah, Titan. Sorry, yeah.
Well, thanks. I'm stealing that.
Yeah, take that.
Cool, sweet.
If anyone sees that,
Thanks for the free ideas.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Cool.
What else we got?
Well, you don't
on
forget.
YouTube.
Yeah, don't forget you can comment and we'll ask your
no, it's good. We're all tired.
Yeah, I can speak several foreign languages of confusion.
Speaking in tongues.
You're speaking in tongues. You're that excited by Titanfall.
This is what the expo does to you. It's incredible. And you can also tweet us at AfterShowEG. On the Twitters.
After Show EG. But it's a marathon rather than a sprint for you guys because the game isn't out next week or next month. You've got a way to go,
spring. So yeah, we still have a bunch of time. And although it doesn't feel like it, it's crazy. Like when you're on that side, you're like, it's how long? Oh shit. But well, I mean, really, we were the studio started in sort of early 2010. And then there was the whole like building a studio so that nobody was like sitting on plastic folding chairs that our producer got at Costco. And then getting like desks. They got the internet like right before I started, so that was like, I remember doing my phone interview with Kristen, our recruiter, and she was like, "Oh, we just got the internet," and I was like, like,
what?
No, but it was a big exciting day for the studio because like when you're starting from scratch and when you're building a studio from scratch, like those are legitimately things that you need to make a game. So it was
tables.
And for me it was really exciting to be in sort of that close to the beginning of the studio, especially from a community side. Like I get to see the game all the way through, and when I'm talking about it now, it's like it's cool to have seen it from when it wasn't what it is now.
Yeah. And how was it being community manager when you couldn't really talk about the game? And when the studio was new and no one knew what you guys were doing? How did you
had the
manage
best
that
job ever.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, the cool thing is that like we've had fans that have been on our forums since like day one, which is awesome. And like come back every day and I'm like, but I don't have anything to show you. And I feel terrible.
What are you watching? Kind of.
Yeah, like,
what are you playing?
Like, what are you guys playing?
Yeah.
Like TV shows? What you reading?
Check out my forum avatar. I've changed it today. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, like we have a website.
Yeah.
No, it's awesome, and now we have like just such cool fans do amazing fan art. That one guy that just built one of the guns in the game out of Lego, so cool. And that stuff's just so awesome. So like we're not even out yet, and there's already people that are being crazy supportive. It's just like the best thing you can hope for as a community manager.
Yeah.
Cool. Sorry,
Sam,
Jay.
Please.
The fans have said, and we've just been delivered. I can't read off a broken iPhone.
God, everybody's is broken.
I know. I was saying this to someone earlier. That I've never seen a working iPhone without a smashed screen. It's like a beautiful.
All right, I have a request off this smashed iPhone screen, and it's we're going to set Abbie a challenge in GTA.
Okay.
If that's acceptable. Abby,
sure.
Can we do that?
Abby hasn't played GTA 5.
I have not.
You have not played GTA 5.
No, it's waiting for me at home.
So, in case you don't know, Grand Theft Auto is this little game. It's made in Scotland. You've heard of it? Okay. Yeah. It's just an indie title. That, it's made a bazillion money.
Feeling about it.
It's made all the monies. However, YouTube, we asked you for questions and you have inundated us with them.
All right, so do you want to do more questions for us before
yes.
GTA?
We can do questions.
We can do
GTA
questions while we're doing GTA.
That's the challenge.
This is the internet.
That is the actual
challenge.
We can
do everything
okay,
up here.
all right.
Okay, so let's roll in. Is it a class-based system? If so, are the classes customizable?
So for what we're showing here, we've sort of chosen your loadouts and essentially classes for you.
I should have been here.
Rather you get into the game and start playing with what we think is fun.
They're going to call us marauders.
But you will be able to customize your pilot, your Titan, and choose the abilities and the weapons that they have. So not really class-based, more customized.
And you've got lady soldiers as
We
well.
do. We've got 2 in the build that we're showing right now, and we've got a couple more that coming. A couple more pilots in the game that are coming later.
Okay.
And yeah, it's super cool. I love being. Actually, one of them is they modeled after my face, so I can actually play as myself, which is freaking awful when myself kills me.
That's disturbing.
Are you really aggressive? You'd go, oh.
Because you've got the final melee in the game where you see the fingers like slide across your face and it snaps your neck and you see whoever killed you. So when that happens to me and then it's me, it's like.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. You hate me.
Yeah.
I think we answered that. Yes. How many different guns are there in the game, and how customizable are the classes? That's kind of the same question.
Yeah. We're not giving any final numbers because obviously we're still in development. So not quite there yet.
Someone asked, have I missed anything good? Yes, probably.
Are you just tuning in now?
Yeah.
Do you want to recap? Shall we start over?
Previously on this live stream.
Yeah.
Just hit rewind.
Yeah.
Hit rewind.
Yeah, right.
However, we have what was the challenge?
So challenge. Here we go. Let's come back to this.
Oh, and the other question was: are there 2 separate factions? What are they fighting for? Like every faction is fighting.
Right?
Yes. They want something.
Well, a lot of that is going to be, revealed in the story stuff that we haven't talked about yet. Sorry, it's really hard to answer questions while he's like flipping over.
Let me take this down for a second.
Oh,
you dusted yourself off. That was really nice. Yeah.
Sorry, that was the GTA effect. So sorry.
No, don't worry about it. I couldn't hold it together either while watching it. Yeah.
I'll get him somewhere.
The M Corps is fights more on behalf of the settlers and the people that have made the long trek out to the frontier. They're a little more ragtag, a little more, but some of them have come from the IMC and have sort of broken off. The IMC is our more corporate, a little more straight-laced, a little more militaristic faction in the game. The peacekeepers of the universe, but neither side is necessarily good nor bad. We like to keep it a little bit gray because we've been playing as both.
Right, exactly.
I'm sorry, I just got SPTV.
What's the challenge?
So the challenge is, what do you want to go for? Do you want to go for the jet again?
The big plane.
Yeah.
I think the big plane was good. I think.
All right, so we're coming out of the city. I was going to say, I mean, Abbie hasn't played GTA 5 much or at all before today.
Okay, so
let's had the advantage of being an LA native.
Yes.
Yeah,
we're
going to live in LA,
yeah, not in a
so
military
I'm naturally
base.
going to be amazing at this, right?
Obviously.
Maybe we'd like
fly
navigation.
lots of jets there. It's the easiest way to get around.
Well, that's it. So the advantage is no longer there because we're actually going to go to a military base. Is that the case?
I believe so, which I can't remember where the military base is. But
never
Abbie will know because you live in LA, so it's the local
military base in LA.
The local military base.
There's one south of LA if you're going to San Diego, but I don't think there's actually one in, or if you go out to like 29 Palms, there's one. We're in lovely Van Nuys. I love that they cut the entire valley off. They're like, look, even the people there hate it. Somebody from the valley hates me right now. Our studio is actually in the valley, so it would mean no Titanfall.
Oh, that would have been. Could you imagine that?
A bunch of guys in the studio were trying to get out there and like.
That would have been really good. That would have been really creepy if they'd actually like stuck you in there and you didn't even know about it. Like the whole Google car that went around and mapped the world. Essentially, that would have been like quite creepy. But,
I love when it catches someone like out on their like front porch or like doing something with it. I do enjoy that.
Yeah.
I think we should call a blimp, maybe? Do a blimp challenge.
Yes, do it.
Okay, all right, hang on.
Any sentence with the word blimp.
We do have those constantly flying over.
Of course. That's how you get to
Dodger
work,
Stadium,
right?
Yeah. Between the jet, the helicopter, and the blimp.
And the Titan.
Yeah. And the Titan.
The Titan that gets
we all have one.
Just
car park for the Titan.
Yeah, we don't even have to ship it. It just walks here.
I'll have them drop it off as soon as possible.
Right.
Farouk, as in the wrestling famous Farouk, has asked, will there be different game types in Titanfall?
Different modes and stuff. Yeah. We showed the one that's closer to deathmatch attrition mode here, and we showed hardpoints, capturing different sections of the map at E3. And there's more. I'm not allowed to talk about them.
What are your plans for beta testing? Are you going to go for a public beta, like close to the time?
Other things I'm not allowed to talk about. I know you're asking me all
Yeah,
this.
it's quite a way
because
off.
I used to be press, so it's like I hate that. You know, having to do
we're
that
not
and
talking
be like,
about that
sorry, I
yet.
got to shut you down.
You can get in on the beta test if you work for work for Respawn. That's how
Yeah, we do it every day.
Yeah,
in the
do
studio,
it every
it's
day. Come
great.
by. A good question actually from Wimpy McCoy, asking what the difference between the 360 and Xbox One versions.
Sure. So neither are finished. PC is not finished either, so I can't actually go into what all the differences between them are. You know, we're aiming to have as much parity between consoles as possible. But yeah, since it's not finished, I can actually give you the specifics.
I think one thing that people came out of games, well, E3 for Xbox wasn't the strongest of approaches to kind of explaining what their console did, but then when they saw, you know, Titanfall running and playing and then realised it was only on the Xbox consoles, that's immediately to me that is wow. Like, I have a reason like why I'd put that behind me and think I want to buy an Xbox One and I want to play this. And for the people who've played it on the show floor, I think a lot of them will play it and be like, I don't really have I'm not a PC gamer, I'm a console gamer, I'll probably get an Xbox One because of this.
You know, you can plug a controller into PC.
Apparently you can.
You're still gonna get your butt kicked by the mouse and keyboard guys, though.
Exactly. Oh, totally.
Yeah, I was like 90s PC gamer, like Quake, Doom, Team Fortress Classic. That was my jam. It's probably my favorite, and Counter-Strike and stuff. So
there you go.
You know, they're brutal. There's some of us have been practicing for years. Although I play a lot on console now as well too.
I think it's like it's just so easy on the console, and I think that's what PCs have kind of lost over the past few years. Is like it needs to be easy for me to just go, I want to play this game, and immediately just
it's like that. You know, I just sit on my couch and pop in a game and go. Those of us who work crazy hours and travel the world, and I mean seriously, like it's I want to go home and play video games.
Don't we all? But we're here. We're
here now.
Yeah, we're here playing video games, so you know.
So,
all right, so we are approaching the blimp
so
right now.
We park this here, you know.
Okay,
actually,
I'm just going to park up.
Just gonna.
Coming through. Okay. Okay.
It's
It's funny. I have the Titanfall on me. I'm like, just get out and go over the fence.
Yeah.
Not in this world. Right. I have to, like a chump, run on human feet.
Oh, you do. You have flip flops on. Okay. In true LA style.
Yeah.
I think.
These are my running.
Oh, you're like the Santa Anita racetrack essentially.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, none of these are things we're licensed for the game.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
it's at
we were
the
actually
Los
saying this earlier.
Santos
What do they use this racetrack for? In
horses.
LA? Horses. They use horses. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Blimp racing.
It's blimp racing.
Yeah, blimp racing.
Oh, I got it wrong. Got it wrong again.
All right.
Naturally.
I'm not even from LA, so I'm just gonna make up lots of facts for you. You know.
And we won't know any better.
No.
Guinea pigs, popular. It's one of our biggest sports.
Right.
Yeah.
So, have you formulated a blimp challenge?
No.
Okay. All right.
I got dazzled at the word
Wait,
blimp.
you guys didn't actually. You brought me here, but you don't actually have a challenge.
Well, we're going to have you pilot the blimp.
Okay.
Let me. I'll be your mic stand. And what do you want to go and find? A shark?
Yes, let's find. Yeah, someone earlier said we should punch a shark. So.
All right. So that's the challenge is to pilot out over open water.
Okay.
Bail out. Find a shark and punch it.
So far, I'm not even doing good at finding the door to get in it.
You're just checking it out. You're going, this is my blimp.
Yeah, kick the tires.
I do this all the time.
Yeah, well, you know, I have to ensure that it passes all of the safety checks.
Don't mind me.
All right, pre-flight checks done.
To me.
And we're aloft. If you hit, I think right trigger, isn't it, for
right
ascent?
Trigger, yeah.
It's just slow.
It's very slow.
Like most blimps. You should know.
It's graceful.
Yeah, graceful.
Yeah, I mean, they're not jets. I get it. Yeah.
It's just not what we're used to.
Oh, this is going to be pretty leisurely, in fact.
This is going to be leisurely.
It's not far to the coast.
We might, yeah, it might be a while here.
Try and fly.
And horribly.
We get it under a
is
bridge.
suggesting slaloming between the downtown skyscrapers.
You guys have heard of the Hindenburg, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and this thing blows up at the suggestion of a collision.
Yeah.
If you think about colliding with something, it blows up.
For those out there who don't know
I'm gonna
the
hit a bird
Hindenburg disaster, I think half of them are hearing it as Heisenberg, so you know.
The Heisenberg disaster.
The Heisenberg disaster.
That's a different thing.
We'll find out next.
All right.
What is that suspension bridge?
I don't know.
You should know.
Yeah.
I think you live in this city, right?
You're telling me there's not a suspension bridge?
No.
Right. I love that you all have a fictional interpretation of the city that I live in.
I think most of mine in the game is me going.
I kind of want to crash it into the other blimp. Is that terrible? Do I fail the challenge?
Do it,
no, you should do it. You should definitely do that.
This is going to be the slowest chase ever. Just realized.
Whatever you feel is natural to you, do it.
We get some William Tell overture, some dramatic music in here.
Subtle tones.
Yeah, because when we go to LA,
Yeah.
we see the convention centre and a bit of downtown, and that's about it.
That is LA, right?
That's
how
LA.
it works,
It's
yeah.
like the Staples
that's all-
Centre,
yeah,
convention
And
totally.
hotel
Ballrooms,
bars.
yeah.
That's the inside of LA. Just
We
hotel
all
bars.
just live in hotels.
Okay, that makes sense.
and the Saddle Ranch.
And the Saddle Ranch.
Do you know about the Saddle Ranch? And the
I
UK
have,
Games Press?
I've been to the Saddle
You
Ranch.
have?
Yeah.
The
Do you go
UK
often?
Games Press is sort of obsessed
No,
with
I
it.
don't go often. Yeah, just riding mechanical bulls is one of my greatest hobbies.
It's what I do every Sunday.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
What you said that it blow?
Well,
Come on.
yeah,
No,
no,
it's
when you hit another blimp, apparently.
So we're now bumping a blimp,
Knock it out of the air.
which as a term is
Let
great.
it go down.
I was really braced for an explosion.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a double
Sort of
blimp
disappointed.
explosion.
I'm like, if I keep hitting it, will it
Oh.
eventually?
This is,
What if
this,
I
Oh, it's like a mating ritual.
I'm
You
quite.
think
like a blimp
it's,
mating
like
ritual?
whale watching whales mate.
it's the drive. I imagine the other
My other-
blimp guys going, God, not again! Stuck in traffic. So am I right in saying of the pier of Santa Monica there are hello there are sharks and stuff, so like people do.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a cold current that comes down the ocean there, and great whites definitely like that.
So I think
so.
that's where we're headed. I think that sounds.
Well, I am
right
out
to
over
me.
the water. Should I just
Bit
bail out?
further out, I think.
Bit
you have to be
further
a
out,
little
bit
further
further
out
out.
to
We
get
Only
the
wanna-
shark
come
yeah.
right
entry.
into the shore. I mean, at least 50 shark attacks a day.
Okay,
I
right.
hope you guys are really enjoying my fun facts about Los Angeles.
Well, you know, that's what
Los
we got you.
Santos.
That's what we got you on here for, if anything.
All right. So
All right. We have to
Someone-
bring it down a bit. I don't know if we have a parachute or not.
Yeah, well, we'll find out.
There's
This is
only one way
this
to
is the
find
fun.
out,
This is the
guys.
fun of it.
Yikes. All right. Oh, parachute. That
Oh, we
was
have a
handy.
parachute.
That was good.
Somebody
luck.
might want to tell me what the one to deploy
Yeah,
is.
there
That's
you
all I've
go.
not played.
There we
They
go.
go, oh, I've just see.
So intuitive.
Just
So
natural.
I find.
intuitive.
Yeah. All right.
I now am trying
Well,
to.
do I mean, is there a second challenge to this? Sharks are my favorite animals, so
Yeah.
I mean, I don't necessarily want to punch it or something, but nor do I
Oh.
really want to gratuitously
probably
feed
gonna-
it with my body.
Yeah. So if you just give
Right.
it a bop on the nose, maybe it'll leave you alone. All right. Pull up. Pull up. There we go. There we go.
Oh,
Lovely.
beautiful.
Lovely.
It's
There you
like
go.
I've played video games before.
Tell me more about these things. Oh,
Oh.
hello. Okay.
Oh yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, this is what
he's
he
good.
does.
All right.
Just hanging out.
Is that one in front of me? Should probably come up for air here. Something in
Alright.
front of me.
So the thing
hope
I
it's a
love,
shark.
I don't know about you,
Right,
Jake.
I'm
but
just punching. I'm not even swimming. I'm just punching.
for those of you who tuned in yesterday, the punching animation of Grand Theft Auto 5.
good one.
is
I know.
beautiful.
I'm
He
trying
is
to go
good.
up.
Yeah. I think. Is it the sprint? Tap A for.
Yes.
Oh.
Huh?
I'm not a
That's-
strong swimmer.
No, nor is Michael.
No, I did. I just had that deal like, oh, I've played video games before. And I'm like, but I can't swim.
That's not.
You didn't ask before if I could swim or not.
Yeah, I know. We should probably ask.
Oh, yeah,
that
we should have played
before
to
we get
that
the,
strength.
You know,
Or
I
not.
thought I would at least get the floaties.
Before we get the guests on, we need to find out if they can swim. That's probably.
Before we get
And
to
then,
the
Yeah,
challenge.
then the water just starts filling up to the bottom.
Yeah,
of it,
yeah,
so,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
eventually you're just drowning in a tank.
All right.
I think I
Back to
saw
hospital.
sharks. Does that count? I mean, it was
Yeah.
close. I did some cool stuff.
Yeah,
When
sighted
I
a
made the
shark.
other blimp explode, this would have been way cool.
Bonus. Right. Yeah.
Right. Let's just do the Grand Theft Auto thing. How long can you fend off the police?
All right.
do
Rampage
that.
time.
Rampage time.
And then a bit more Titanfall.
And then a bit
And
more
then
time.
and then we'll call it.
And then
Yeah.
we'll go- yeah.
All right.
That sounds good to me.
What do I?
Oh,
well, that'll
okay.
do it.
Okay,
I didn't
so
mean to.
he-
I'm sorry.
he
I
called
can't
you-
even apologize. I didn't. I was just swinging.
Oh,
I,
hit me
sorry,
again.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I was just going to throw my body at him. I just,
Yeah.
Oh,
This is a
okay.
good warm up. Oh.
Okay.
Crotch kick there.
Crotch
Strong.
kick. That's how you do it.
This is how we
This is an
start a
average.
rampage.
No, this-
Yeah.
this-
Coming to
oh, he's
help.
coming. He wants some of it. Oh, okay.
That
Give
was
it.
his friend. And another one.
So,
Just full on
oh,
street
okay,
fight.
you get hit by a car.
Oh.
So if you hold left bump, you hold left bumper,
Dirty-
you bring up
dirty
the
fighting.
weapon wheel. You're gonna die anyway. But
I'm just like tackling people.
this is an average night out in LA. Right?
Hey.
I'm sorry. It's way too fun to just throw my body at people. Oh,
I love how you
yeah.
got kicked in the groin. It was like, oh,
I got kicked in the groin to death.
that's enough to go to hospital for.
Yeah.
Well, since I
Hospital's
do,
right next
I do
door.
probably have to head out in a few minutes, so maybe we'll
Yeah.
talk the rest of Titanfall, and I'll quit embarrassing myself on a live stream.
All right.
Never.
Back to Titanfall.
Back to Titanfall.
Yep.
But
Okay.
thank you. This is like the first video game I've played in like months that is not Titanfall.
Not Titanfall.
Because I've just been traveling. So
We're delighted.
Did you know a
delighted.
kick to the groin costs you $5,000 there? That is.
That's a lot of
That is-
surgical
that's a
repairs,
lot.
I guess.
depends what he hits when it kicks you. You know, like that could cost you a child later on.
5,000 is for the prosthesis they have to affix after you've been fully kicked in the
Yeah, what
groin. so-
nudicles? Is that the one that they put on dogs?
Oh god.
That's the what.
Yeah, that's the price. That is
You
the
could
price.
just make them bigger, like comically large.
So what's
See,
next?
I'm suggesting all these game ideas for GTA.
You're welcome, Rockstar.
Yeah, downloadable content. You guys gave me some with the bumper stickers.
Yeah,
and
yeah, you got that.
Paying it forward.
Yeah.
So
Here, I can probably
there
hold
we
this
go.
one. Thank you.
So what's next for you guys? You say you've been out of away from home for like 6 weeks. When did you get to go home?
Well,
And then
I
what
went home
happened?
for like a week in between,
Okay.
and on Sunday I fly out to Sydney for Abbie Expo. So
blimey.
it's like a 32-hour like flight. I told them like
32
don't
hours.
book my flight home through LA because I might just get off the plane and not go.
And just fall asleep.
You can't make
and
me
cry.
lose LA again.
Yeah, on this trip I've gone around the world 1.5 times. So
I was going to say 32 hours. I think that's going around twice before you reach Australia.
you
Or something.
know, they're just flying by it a couple times.
You just,
You know.
take me by anywhere.
Isn't this
it
a
doesn't
long
matter.
flight?
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you tend to do on the flights when you're kind of just killing time?
I read. It's a dying thing, but I like to read books. I do a lot of crossword puzzles. And I brought on the last one. I got like this urge that I needed to go buy Elite Beat Agents and play it again on my flight, and like so over the course of the entire thing, I repeat the game. So sometimes games, movies, TV shows, whatever's awful. God, I saw that movie about Google with the internships.
Okay, yeah.
Probably the worst thing I've ever seen. It just made me embarrassed to use it as a search engine.
There you go.
Yeah.
You hear it right. Hear it first.
I'm still using it. Don't get me wrong. I have no idea what else to do on the internet.
I
But,
still think there's a part of me that thinks Bing's #1 search term has to be Google.
I think it probably
I think
is.
it
They're just
probably
never going to tell you that.
So they're still asking. They still want to know about Titanfall. So quite a good one from Farouk again. How do you expect the community to be involved in the Evolution multiplayer during the lifespan of Titanfall?
As I say, are you sure lots of people are asking questions, or are you just...
Well, the best question other than that is, are there blimps in Titanfall? If not, why?
Why not? Yeah.
Well, see, you know, we hadn't played GTA yet, so you know, we didn't know how popular blimps were. We should have known just by looking up in Los Angeles.
Exactly,
You
because
know.
naturally, blimps everywhere.
Because now I just see the Titan like punching it out of the sky or something. As far as the question about communities,
Yeah.
the lifespan of the game, we try to obviously to bring it to shows where we can see people get hands-on. We're really hoping to support. We have a lot of people that are interested in sort of the esports angle of it and playing competitively, and I'd love to throw a tournament later on and see how it really works. But really, our channels are always open. We're there to answer questions. I'm constantly writing back to fans and giving them more info about the game and chatting with them. It's really fun, especially on our forums. A lot of the developers, a lot of the guys at the studio participate, and we get into some really interesting conversations there about stuff and get feedback from the community. Really, it's about being there for fans and bringing it out to stuff like this. So we can try to continue to do that. Yeah.
Because we said earlier about you were a community manager for a game you couldn't talk about earlier, and you said, just hang out on the website. This is the website, hang out on. I think it'd be quite interesting to see how, because obviously on your forums, right, you can spot who's played it at these shows, and that's obviously still a very limited amount of people.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. These conventions last days, and yet at the very end, tallying up probably maybe 20,000 people actually get hands-on, and that's crazy. I think though I'm really excited to see videos people end up making.
Yeah.
That will be super fun because sometimes we can't really predict the crazy stuff that happens in the game and the way that the tools combine to let you do cool stuff.
Because we live in that age now where there are people just doing YouTube videos that we can't even expect to happen. And with your whole wall running stuff and the beauty of coming back on yourself, jumping on a building.
And this is tutorial. People haven't even seen tons of stuff that's in the game. This is what we're showing here is probably 2.5 months old, and there's a lot more. So it's gonna be really really fun to see what people do with it. This is tutorial level basically.
So I think before we let you go, unless we get something key in, for you playing Titanfall, Jane, what was the moment you had that you kind of sticks in your mind for the time you played
it's definitely the ejector seat.
Yeah.
The ejector seat.
Yeah, that's super fun.
I know you got because I think you guys showed that as early as E3, and I was I've got to try that. and it's extremely fun, but it also makes it puts a big target on you because everyone's looking for that pop so they can shoot you out of the air.
But
That's
I mean,
a
there's
good
like
kill.
so much going on, like sometimes down here too, that like they're missing. It's not like the easiest thing to like pick someone out of the air when they're doing that. But I also watch people like do it and they drop straight down. I'm like, no way, just you can actually move out and choose a new target, drop on the back of the Titan and like rip open the hatch and start shooting him, and like it gives you this like bird's eye view. You can say like, oh wow, the action's over here. Like I'm gonna you know head this way. And stuff. Yeah, that one's a lot of fun. It's kind of like shocking that first time where you're like, whoa.
Yeah, it's so thrilling. I don't know if you did that when you were playing.
I had this one because I think this is literally the first time I played. That's why I kind of found it so incredible. Is getting on the back of a Titan, pulling off the back, like shooting away, and as infantry, you realise that you're doing so much damage to these huge, these huge mechs essentially. And then when you've blown it up, and then it fires you off in the air, and and then you land on another one, and you're just like, oh, this is like Christmas Day. I'm just pulling it apart.
Yeah, and sometimes if they eject soon enough, like you're up there with another pilot, and you're like,
oh wow,
that's like aerial battle. Yeah, that's fun.
Oh man, and also just the melee being a kick is also quite satisfying. Sometimes going on the side of buildings and like
I've seen someone like run all the way up a building and then someone at the top just goes like
like
kicks them off, and it's like
and they're playing it thinking, oh, everything's going so no, just die.
Yeah, that one's a really fun melee.
It's all good.
All right.
So for those who don't know, you're upstairs, right?
Yeah, we're upstairs in the over 18 area, and we'll be there all day tomorrow and Sunday. I won't be there Sunday. I've got to fly out to Australia, but members of our team will still be up there. And yeah, we're just let us know your feedback on the way out.
All right.
Okay, cool. We'll run the trailer one more time, just in case everyone forgot 5 minutes ago what we were talking about.
Sure.
But thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having me.
Anytime.
Cool. And thanks for
I should have been here. They're going to call us marauders, terrorists, or worse. I'm sorry. I promised you I'd never get back in one of those damn machines again. If you're looking down, I hope you understand. We left everything behind. Hell, getting here was just the beginning. You said it would be tough to start over, but I didn't listen. You said more would follow. I thought they'd leave us alone. I was wrong. But there's no turning back. This is our land. This is our land. And I will fight for it.
The fleet's counting on you.
I don't know if there's any honor left on the frontier. I don't know if there ever was. I just know I'm gonna make them pay. I should have been here.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
You're no longer Abbie.
I'm not. I have morphed. Or actually, Jane's morphed.
I've morphed from Abbie, and you've morphed from me. So hi, Julia. This is Julia Hardy, everyone.
Hi, Julia Hardy.
Julia.
Hi, Sam Clay and Jane Douglas.
Describe yourself. What would you say you do?
What do you do, Julia?
What do you do exactly?
What are you
Visionary,
about, Douglas?
dreamer, you know.
Philanthropist.
Yeah, video game philanthropist.
Lover of trees.
Yeah.
So I'm a video games journalist.
Yes.
I write for Front Magazine. I also run...
Video games?
I know.
I know.
Apparently that's a job.
Okay.
Go figure.
Can they pay you for that?
Yes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, you know. It's occasionally. And then I run SBTV's Games and Gadgets channel. But at Eurogamer, I'm actually doing some stuff, finishing off a little bit of work for Virgin Media as well. We're doing a show with Abbie Heppe, the YouTuber, which has been pretty cool. And what else? There was something else. What was
There's just too much stuff going on.
Some stuff for Microsoft Upload as well.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's confusing. I'm doing some, I don't know, stuff.
Also the owner of the best wristband collection in Eurogamer
What do you
Expo.
have?
I didn't even know there were that many.
Can we get a close-up on this beautiful...
I need to take some of them off, to be perfectly fair.
Space.
I mean, you've got, I don't know, what's this one?
That was for the party that you weren't invited to, Clay.
That was for the No Sam party.
Always happens. I never get the party invites.
Yeah, no Sams.
No Sam party.
But there's Sam Jefferson.
Yeah.
No, he's
Sam.
allowed.
No,
yeah.
not Sam Jefferson. Never.
All right, so we've given you the controller. What's your experience with GTA 5 so far?
Not a huge amount.
Okay.
Because on the morning I got it, basically, here's my anecdote. On the morning I got it, I had done all my freelance work in preparation for basically just sitting at home in my gym jams all day. You know, I wasn't bunking off work, it was fun.
So that's a job as well?
That is a job as well. Eating crisps too is part of the job. Integral, some might say. And then I got a call about talking on Channel 5 about Grand Theft Auto. So I was like, yeah, I'll go on the news and talk about Grand Theft Auto, that's fine. And then agreed to it. And then watched a little snippet of the show because I hadn't seen it before. And basically, it's called News Talk, and it's like when two people go head to head with on issues of the day. And then I freaked out because I was like, uh-oh, people get really a bit upset about Grand Theft Auto. I don't know if I'm quite really prepared for that discussion. So then I stopped playing the game. I was only like a couple of hours in. Stopped playing the game. Was like, I can't go on national television without a whole load of statistics to show these people they're wrong, because I feel like I'm letting the gamer side down. So freaked out the whole day, researching every possible statistic that they could throw at me. And then I went on the show, and Emma Crosby was like, "Oh, the graphics lovely. Doesn't it look pretty?
Yes, they are,
Isn't
Emma.
Nice.
Yes, they are."
And then
this is what it looks like now.
It looks so good.
Yeah.
Well, no, because and then she started asking me about the actual missions, and I could have just sat there and played GTA all day, and it would have been more useful than these cue cards full of like really gripping statistics.
Like, well, challenge me, Emma. Challenge me. Ask me about video game violence and ratings and stuff. But you didn't get any of that.
She talked about it before the camera started rolling and was talking about it quite seriously, and I was like answering really seriously. And then she sort of came in really, really light, and then I kind of freaked out a bit, and then I brought it up. I was like, oh, you idiot. I mean, obviously I brought it up and then immediately dismissed it with brilliant argument and debate.
Just like talk about the torture a minute.
Yeah. You know that bit?
And she's like, no, Julia, tell me all about the torture scene.
You know, basically.
So you're saying you're practically a GTA academic. You've had more time to
I wrote them down on
research
cards. You can't ask me any statistics.
Oh, okay. All right.
Andy, do you want to take the helm on the GTAs?
All right, we're going to pass over to Andy.
We're going to give it to Andy. Andy's here.
I'm going to go steal a jet.
Our GTA 5 man.
Naturally.
Right, so what have you seen today, Julia, at the show? You've been here all day.
So here's an interesting thing when you are a video games journalist working at shows. You can learn, Clay.
Okay.
Do you want to learn the secrets?
I want to learn. I want to learn how you do these things.
You don't really get to see much. I mean, usually at E3 when I'd go and shoot stuff, especially stuff for like TV.
Guns?
Well, no, not that. Life isn't that exciting. Come on now. And they'll be like, okay, so play this game for like 10 minutes, we'll get some shots of you playing the game. And then you're like, right, I've played this for 10 minutes. And they're like, okay, now give us an editorial piece to camera about what you think. And you're like, I've played.
I like the start menu.
Minutes.
Yeah, I like the
menus look good. They're well put together.
You've used that font that I like. That typeface,
there was a man, and I could control him with a controller, and that was good also. So in conclusion, I haven't really played very much. I saw some Octodad. That was lovely.
Yeah, that's good.
I played
Octodad's
a bit of
here.
It is. It's very odd.
Okay.
I've only just realised what the plot is.
Okay.
There's a plot?
No, I thought maybe it was like a spin-off of, the Octo Mum, that weird woman who basically had took all those pills and had 8 babies.
Yeah. So you think it's about a man who's had 8 babies instead?
No, it's actually about an octopus dad. Just wait for it.
Okay.
It gets better. He's an octopus dad that his family doesn't know that he's an octopus. So you have to go about your daily life as an octopus, but not giving the game away.
Love it.
So what it? Well, that's what I thought. But he has got 2 of his legs 2 of his tentacles in one leg and then 2 in another. And when you control him, you control like some of his arms, and he sort of flippity flops around everything. And he's getting married in the beginning, and you're supposed to kind of move these things off, and you just knock things over. Effectively, this woman is a moron. He's marrying, obviously, because she's going to basically have an entire life of just tidying up stuff as he just blazes his way through the house and knocks things over.
So clumsy, my husband.
Yeah, precious vases.
So I think what we should ask people at home is, because you work in the video games.
In the video games.
In them. Questions for Julia Hardy via the comments or via our hashtag. What's our hashtag, James?
After show EG is the hashtag. Andy's talking from the corner, but he's not mic'd, so
Andy
what you can't hear is him saying the hashtag is after show EG. Tweet us with that, and we will put your questions
I
to
don't feel
Ms.
like
Hardy.
I've really kind of given myself across as any kind of considerable expert whatsoever. I've just talked about Octodad.
Yeah. If you want to know about Octodad or GTA 5 statistics,
I don't have them with
she
me.
She hasn't got her cards though.
No,
so.
they were literally under my leg, the whole Channel 5 thing. But
But you talked to Abbie. Abbie,
really, really
who's
cool.
just gone.
Abbie, he's just gone. That was really, really cool.
I thought you were Abbie. Oh,
don't start freaking out, Clay.
Oh no, not again.
It's someone puts things in his tea, and it just gets a bit weird. And then all of a sudden, Octodad's created, and we're all confused.
It's a really bad continuity error right now that physically happened in front of my eyes, and I can't get over it. It's a nightmare. Yes.
That would be cool.
I'm gonna do some stunts.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think it's quite. I am quite tired, but you're really tired.
Thanks, Julia.
She should be really tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was up late last night. Was Jane?
Yeah. So the white wristband is about the Eurogamer party that we were at. In fact, we've got some photos up behind that.
Okay, wait. Which photos are they?
No, they're
not those photos.
No, they're the suitable for public consumption photos.
Legally, can we show these?
Yeah, no, these are the nice ones.
They're the pleasant photos.
They're not the ones that went a bit weirdly sexual.
Went off the rails.
And I was the sober one.
Yeah. So
I'm quite proud of that.
For those not keeping up to date with Julia's life events, she's actually being sober.
Why would they be keeping up to date?
I know a lot of people are.
Do you want to see my yearbook? I don't know.
How many months of the charity non-boozing is it now?
So I have like 3 months to go.
3 months to go. Yeah. So it's going to be a full year for Amnesty International charity sponsored.
It is not drinking. Which I think you really need to put it into context. How much did I drink before?
You were more alcohol than woman, I think, most of the time.
That's probably the most precise and succinct.
That's on your business cards, right? More alcohol than woman.
Yeah.
Need a video.
Funnily enough, it's on my family crest.
Yeah. In Latin. Yeah. But Julia's willpower is so strong that every time I see her, I forget that you're doing 12 months.
She literally just offered me a beer, like one of my best friends.
Julia.
She's like, "Didn't want a beer, Julia, beer."
I know you'll have a beer, Julia.
It's only been 9 months of you not drinking.
I'm still getting used to it. I still can't
do you know what I said to you the other day? I said, you come into the Eurogamer party, there's a Jaeger bomb bar, you should,
It's weird, it's like some sort of member of my family has died and everyone keeps like stumbling into it in some sort of like Frank Spencer farce. And they sort of back away. It's fine, it's really fine.
Are you sure?
It is really fine. I just want to apologise in advance for when I do start drinking again.
All right,
sorry.
Oh my God, okay,
Andy,
we didn't do it yesterday.
is making great progress.
Andy's got a jet. I'm going to slightly
kicked open the cockpit.
What's happened, Andy? I've stolen a jet, which is what we were trying to do yesterday.
Do some mischief, please, Farron.
Do a mischief.
Do a mischief.
Right, I'm off in the jet. See you later.
For those who don't know about the jet, what sort of weaponry have we got on board here?
I've got machine guns. So I can imagine
Yeah, go mess some stuff up.
You guys carry on.
It's good though. Oh, no.
Okay.
Farron, you're going down. You're going down.
I didn't realise you were being chased.
Whoa!
Is your best friend going to die horribly? Oh, that was a short-lived joyride.
So for those who don't know, we haven't got any audio here, so we can hear them coming.
Yeah. I thought you'd fired a missile and then flown the loop into your own missile because we can't hear you. You're being pursued.
A horror film joke.
Anyway, I think we should. Does Julia, do you fancy a go rampaging in GTA 5?
Good at
all right.
Okay, I will remove myself because I'm not mic'd.
Okay.
We
could mic you.
Andy.
Farron.
Andy is gone.
I feel like I'm like Johnny Knoxville that's let himself go a little bit here.
You look fine.
I know, but look at his pants. Doesn't it look like he's wet himself?
Yeah,
look at that. He has got a little bit of a moist stain there.
Is that a Trevor thing? Because everyone else just gets sweaty backs. I don't know if he's got a...
What, you? get sweaty backs or just the characters?
I get sweaty backs, but no, the characters in GTA 5 get sweaty backs.
One thing I have noticed after playing Grand Theft Auto, I spent an awful lot of time standing in the middle of like a crossroads going, I don't want that. I don't want that.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
I'll wait a bit longer. What's that? What's that?
Oh,
no, I don't really like that
I thought you didn't. Yeah, okay.
What about this? No, well, it's kind of like, it's a bit too...
not sexy
that
at all.
Is ugly. No.
Yeah.
And
so
at least
for that reason, punch the driver to death.
I spend like 80% of the game just being really snobby about cars.
Just and to throw it up, can we drop to Franklin just to see what Franklin's doing?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Whoops,
okay.
no,
Well, Michael just got run over, so... is that Michael or Trevor?
That's Trevor.
These
are Andy's characters and they've all got magnificent beards.
Check the ball sack.
It can be quite hard to tell sometimes.
Check my ball sack. Get on that stock market.
Where do you want to... Franklin?
Franklin, please. I'll take a Franklin, please.
I will take a Franklin.
Right,
also like going out in real life, I've noticed as well that this is why I'd never go into car crime, because actually all the cars in England are kind of rubbish.
Yeah.
I've walked around and looked at drivers going, wouldn't nick that. I would not nick that one. That is rubbish.
I wouldn't even have that car for free, is what you're saying.
Lovely little question here from someone. Koala Blair Young. Sorry, I can read that. Sometimes I can read. Julia, have you done anything in GTA 5 and immediately felt guilty? Because you can feel guilty at some point.
To be honest with you, I actually still feel quite bad knocking people over in cars.
Yeah.
I can't really get over it. I do try to drive a little bit safely. It's really late. Obviously, if I'm being chased by the police, that goes out the window.
Yeah,
but that's fair game. Exactly, but I do. It's just the way their bodies just like flippity flop over the car. You're like, that was someone's brother.
I felt slightly bad yesterday when I punched that poor woman who was running away from
Yeah, she was out walking a dog, and then some guy crashes a passenger jet right next to her, and then punches her in the back of the head.
Mischief, I want to have some mischief.
Yeah, this is a good place for a rampage. It's pretty densely populated.
As a live stream, how rude can we be?
Oh, it's the internet.
Plenty rude. It's after the watershed,
Let's go cottaging.
After the internet.
Can we do that?
Oh, so much for GTA's famous authenticity.
I know, come on, where is cottaging? I mean, even if it is with trumps.
I've washed my feet by one of these in real life. That's what you needed.
That's Sam Clay's LA story when he washed his feet.
Yeah, tune in tomorrow for my other LA story.
This is what happens when you hang out with Dan Webb. We've told you this before.
Well, someone logged in on the VG27 account yesterday and asked us to go around all my favourite LA night spots.
Yes.
And I still don't know who did it. So someone I work with.
I think that was Pat. I think it was Pat Garrett. VG247's Pat Garrett.
What, Shotgun Pat?
Oh,
take that.
Yeah, Shotgun Pat.
Okay.
Run. Let's see.
Let's
go. Let's get this guy.
You've got some sticky bombs if you would like to stick them to
No,
people.
I'm just going to smack this guy around.
All right, you're happy punching.
And you. This is how I feel when I have...
you got $12 off that guy. That was well worth it.
Shut up.
Hat off that one.
Run. This is quite fun.
You're herding them. You're like a sheepdog. Herding them all the way down Santa Monica.
Yeah. Ooh.
It's turned into Saints Row.
It has a little bit. This is great. I just like the way they sort of like really throw into the punches.
Yes.
Look at that.
And
now I've started a fun run.
His cap popped off. You hit him in the groin and his baseball cap popped off.
Let's get this guy.
It's only 1 star though. Not enough to really annoy the police yet.
You can get another star easy if you use one of the sticky bombs on your weapons wheel.
Okay. This
is good though.
He's asking for it.
Yeah. Oh, 2 stars. 2 stars just by punching.
Yeah, let's see how many stars we can get from punching.
Okay.
I'm going to do that weird thing on Twitter where I can check how many people are mentioning you, Julie.
Oh no, it's everyone's asleep. Surely not. Let's get this guy. Oh. Go, quick.
All right, I think we are. Are we coming up on Muscle Beach? I think we might have passed.
We passed it. We started there. Oh my God, that was a double. It's like bowling, but with people. That man couldn't have moved away. Let's be honest. Oh my God!
It's the fuzz.
I love how they're genuinely like running from this mad chase. You're getting shot at, so you might need to pull the gun out.
Taking a number of bullets in your back.
I'm still fun running. It's good. It'll be fine.
Yeah, really sweat and blood all over. I told you about sweaty backs.
It's like a whole Green Day song.
All right.
I'm doing good. I'm just
quite a fun run.
I'm still fine. I'm just fine.
I'm just good.
I've still got
there needs to be
3 bullet holes in me. I'm fine.
Okay, what are they doing? I know.
I don't think I've tried this. Can you swap out of characters when you are wanted?
Oh no, you can't.
Not when you're wanted. I was going to like get them into massive trouble and then be like, bye now.
But you can swap into while they are wanted. Like, so I've swapped into Trevor before, and he's like he's been chased, and you're like, oh,
I'm going to go run some people. I think I might go and run some people over down on the beach.
Okay. Naturally, this is what. So this is actually what we do before E3 every year. We just get a car.
Yeah.
I told you, stop hanging out with Dan Webb.
I know,
bad influence. Okay.
That is a bad influence.
Yeah.
Oh, he is down.
How many points? 20, 20, 20. Let's get and you. Boom, boom,
I was gonna. And last time we had Julia.
Video game journalist Julia Hardy joins us now to talk about Grand Theft Auto 5.
I'm going to run some people over. I'm doing well. How many points have I got?
A million points.
Well, I need. That's a few.
Muscle Beach there, on the right hand side.
After literally just saying a minute ago that I felt guilty.
Oh, that was bad.
How guilty do you feel right now? Not at all.
Oh, she moved out of the way. You're going to finish her off.
Yeah.
Wow, Clay has got a lot of pent up.
Bloodthirsty. Yeah. All right, 3 stars. 3 stars now.
Let's see what we can do down here.
All right. You knock over some beach umbrellas.
Oh,
that's the one telegraph pole in all of Los Santos that wants to stay upright.
Here
we go. 3 in a row.
I don't want to see the Jurassic Park thing.
That was grisly. You're mostly getting umbrellas now, mostly beach umbrellas.
Do you remember that scene from Jurassic Park? Oh, what is it with me and telegraph poles?
Telegraph poles.
The telegraph poles are pretty flimsy otherwise. They're just sturdier on the beach. Someone's going to tell me that's a power line now or something.
Let's go. Oh, that guy deserves to be run over. Come in.
The police finished him off.
Come here. Oh.
And there's a surfer.
Out to sea. Not out to sea. There's a jet ski there, but you can't do that many crimes out on the water. I find.
I
don't know. I've tried committing crimes, but it's not quite.
Yeah. Once you hit international waters, it's all good. So
it's all fair. It's all above board.
Oh, was that a ramp? Was that a ramp there?
Can
you ramp it off that green wedge shape? There you go. There's a ramp. Take the ramp.
Take the ramp.
We're still on 3.
I fear we have tried to dispatch as many people as possible from the.
I'm not having
Here we go. Do it.
Yes.
Can we end this sort of rampage the Alan Partridge way? Can you get up on the pier and start get a shooter out and start shooting people? So we can see how
look, it's turned into a game of deadly cat and mouse
under the pier. All right, this is strong. Do you think you can get it to 5 stars before?
I don't know. Let's try.
That
is a very resilient
volleyball
net.
Is that's hardy.
That is a hard net. The hardest.
Actually, the silliest stuff I've actually done.
You should have done like a cartoon rebound off the volleyball net, like sailed into it.
I'm just gonna.
Here we go.
I haven't even seen 5 stars yet. I don't know how angry the.
Come on.
Well, I don't. You know, you have got a helicopter overhead, so that's how wanted you
are.
Let's go. Fun running. It's still going.
Yay! You thought you were safe. You thought you were safe up on the pier.
Do you know what they need to bring back? I don't know.
What?
In the original Grand Theft Auto with the runners, the fun runner group, and you got like $1,000 if you took out them all.
Oh, you mean the Hare Krishna monks?
There were also monks and then there were runners, and you could.
Here we go.
I completely bought it.
Get out.
It's going to blow. It's going to explode any second.
Right, we're going to get up, get the assault rifle out that he inevitably has down his trousers. Naturally.
Right.
And just finish everyone.
Right.
You all deserve to not be here.
Why are you on my pier?
Who said you could have ice cream? No one. That's who.
No ice cream today. The shops are closed. This is actually a fish and chip shop in Santa Monica.
Oh, come on. What's wrong with you? Come on, man.
Get up there.
He's a bit tired.
There's no police seem to.
Can you slide down the banister?
It's not.
Oh.
Disappointing.
You can bunny hop it.
Come on then.
Here we go.
What's some of the stupidest stuff you've done in Grand Theft Auto, Jane?
I've tried the blimp on blimp action, which was disappointingly
It
was sexual, deeply, which was not that explosive. But I also tried.
Sexual.
I've been trying the cheats, so the explosive punches, flaming bullets, and I want to try to beat up. You know the inflatable waving arm flailing man.
outside the dealership.
Yeah.
He's actually invulnerable. I've rigorously tested his
with
invulnerability.
sticky bombs. And
I promise you, he's invulnerable.
the police right now have given up. Can we? If you get your sniper out, you should be able to snipe the pilot out of that helicopter, and they'll get pretty angry about that.
I love how blasé you are. Yeah, you should be able to snipe the helicopter pilot. All right, all right. You're gonna have. This is gonna be the last thing. The last thing Julia attempts. Zoom on the left stick. There we go. There we go. There we go. You can definitely do this.
I think we should run until Julia sadly passes.
Yes. Yes.
Come on.
Oh, you.
Oh, he's taking it.
Oh, naturally.
No.
It was glorious.
While
it lasted.
It wasn't quite landing a jet. Finally, one question. What is the most surprising little detail you have stumbled across in GTA? That's one nice little thing that I think that this game has.
Oh, okay.
Surprising thing.
Surprising thing.
Yeah, I think you have to have properly waded into GTA 5 before you get the surprising stuff, right? Because you have to be out in the sticks before you get the really weird stuff. I know Andy had a farmer try and kill him and turn him into fertilizer.
Really?
So that's the kind of oddness going on now in the country.
I just think like the absolute level of detail is just
ridiculous,
unbelievable. Really, I'm still kind of like constantly amazed every time I'm going around. Really. Oh, well, actually, no. One of my favourite things is like when you have to go on a mission with somebody else and you have to go and steal a car, and because your partner is always really, really slow, you always end up getting beaten up. Or always end up stopping a punk and they end up pulling you back out there. You're like, just get in the car, Wade. What are you doing? Get on with it. We've got crimes to commit. Come on, man.
We're going to save lives.
All right.
So that's been the after show party from Saturday.
Thanks
there
for
were no balloons or anything.
Again, and we'll be here tomorrow evening from 7 o'clock. Thanks for joining. Thanks to Julia Hardy for joining us.
Hello.
And for playing GTA 5 so magnificently.
And thanks to Abbie, who now has...
Abbie. Also Abbie and Titanfall.
Titanfall.
Thank you.
Till tomorrow.